Warzone Mobile is officially dead. Now, Call of Duty has announced that they're effectively ending the live support of Warzone Mobile, meaning that in the future for any seasonal content updates that come to Warzone or Black Ops 6 will no longer be coming to Warzone Mobile, so don't expect any future battle passes or battle pass DLC weapons to be coming to this game. So it's effectively meaning that this game is done. They're no longer going to be doing anything else with this game. Now, just because they're ending the live support of this game doesn't mean this game won't be playable. You'll still be able to play Warzone Mobile for the unforeseen future because they're going to leave the servers and stuff up. But there won't be any future updates or any changes that will be coming to this game. It was just whatever we have right here and right now is pretty much all that we're going to have until they eventually turn off the servers for Warzone Mobile. Now, personally, my opinion on the decision to end the live server support of Warzone Mobile is a little bit mixed, but we'll get into that later in today's video. Now, I want to hear what you guys think about it, whether or not you guys are okay with this happening, or if you guys felt like they should have continued to support this game even more. Now, as always, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new here. We drop awesome content channel nearly every single day. And yeah, let's go ahead and get to today's awesome video. Now, one of the biggest issues with them ending the live server support of Warzone Mobile is that there's a ton of Warzone Mobile exclusive content that's only going to exist on Warzone Mobile and will never see the light of day on actual Warzone or even on their respective games that they come from. Like, there's blueprints, operator skins, emblems, and things that will never move away from this game, and most people probably won't even know existed because they're now locked to only existing inside this game. So hopefully maybe Call of Duty comes around to the idea of moving some of these blueprints, mastercrafts, and stuff that people either have spent money on or put time into unlocking, and moving them from there here on Warzone Mobile all the way over to mainline Warzone, even if it's only locked to only being usable inside of Warzone. Now, like I said at the beginning, my personal opinions on the closing and ending of the live service of this game is a little mixed, because of the fact that I think Warzone Mobile was a fantastic idea for Call of Duty to have, especially in the sense of the mobile space of gaming. Mobile games are always successful in their own right, in their own way, but the issue with Warzone Mobile is that it was so tied to the actual main game that at that point, if I wanted the same experience that I'm getting on the mobile game, why not just actually go play the real game instead and still get the same benefits, plus even a little bit more, because it's an actual console game with good graphics and all that stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, the idea of a cross-progression game that is connected across multiple different platforms, mobile, console, PC, it's a fantastic idea. It's what all live service games should be aimed for, especially in the near future, so that way people can have more flexibility on where they want to be able to play a game. But although Warzone Mobile was connected to the main Warzone, it kind of felt like it was its own game, but it wasn't even that good. Apex Legends had the same issue with the fact that they try to make a mobile game that was connected but yet separate from the main game. Like, I feel like that's the issue, like especially for a battle royale like this. Fortnite has done it right, where I can play a game off my phone and still I'll be playing against actual people from PC and console. Like, there's actual cross progression and cross play between the different systems and stuff. Like, this is just cross progression, but I have no cross play, so it kind of takes away the value of actually playing this game, because half these lobbies are just bot filled, and then there's only like 10 or 20 other real people within the lobby, and most of them are playing off a touchpad, and you got the people who are on a controller. It's absolutely dominating because they didn't separate the lobbies by input. So now you got people getting outgunned because one person has a controller and then another person has a touchpad, and if they're not as good on touchscreen, then they're gonna get absolutely gunned down every single time. Playing off a touchscreen is really hard, especially if you're not used to playing mobile games as often. Like, I guarantee you, like a pro COD mobile player will go crazy on this game, but someone who barely plays shooters on a mobile device will actually struggle a lot, especially if they're not running a controller or something, because the touchscreen controls are a little finicky and kind of hard to control if you don't have the right hand placement and stuff, and it's just a whole other thing in itself. I will say though, unlike a lot of people who probably started playing this game whenever it initially came out, I haven't had really any issues on this game per se, because I've had a higher end phone, so I don't have compatibility issues. The game runs fine, graphics are as what I expect out of a mobile game. There's nothing wrong. I have no issues with this game whatsoever as a game. I just felt like they could have done a little bit more to make this a more enjoyable experience in comparison to its actual console PC counterpart. I feel like there's like no incentive to want to actually play the mobile version of this game in comparison to its console PC counterpart, because like I get the same experience, same maps, same weapons. Like there's nothing really different about these two games besides the fact I'm playing against solely only mobile players, and if they're not good, then it just doesn't feel like I'm actually really winning, because half these people aren't even real people. See, like that guy, he wasn't even real. That's a bot. That's an actual bot inside this lobby. This game is basically Warzone casual, but as a full entire game instead of just being one specific mode. Like, don't get me wrong, Warzone Mobile is fun in its own unique way. I feel like its purpose got better over time due to the fact that people found out that you can use this game as a way to quickly grind camos, because half these lobbies are super easy, so like you really don't have to struggle to get the hundreds of kills that you need to unlock the mastery camo for the Black Ops 6 weapons. But back whenever it originally came out, like most people were a little hesitant on wanting to play the game, because if your phone didn't meet the compatibility for it, then there was really no reason for you to even try to download this game, because then your phone will just overheat or the graphics will be absolutely cooked. Like there's so many different issues on the optimization side of this game that definitely turned away a lot of players from wanting to actually play this game. And that's one thing that all games, especially live service games, are always aiming for, is to make a game that keeps people playing for a longer period of time. But if it's gets boring or tires out, or like has so many issues that keep them from wanting to play the game, then obviously the game is just going to tank really fast. And that's exactly what's happening to Warzone Mobile. It tanked because people didn't want to actually play this game, because why would I want to play this game when I can just go play the actual console PC version of this game at any time? Now, granted, I don't play Warzone Mobile as often as a lot of people, not a lot of people, but you know, a select group of people probably actually did. I guarantee there's a few people that play this game religiously or like almost every other day, just because they can, because it wasn't a bad mobile game in its entirety. It just lacked a lot of things to make it an actual good game, you know? I guarantee with a little bit of extra love and care and support for this game, Warzone Mobile could have actually been a pretty decent game, because back whenever it dropped in the earlier parts of Modern Warfare 3, it was actually a pretty decent mobile game. A lot of its downvotes and people saying that it was terrible is because their phones couldn't handle this game, but for the most part, it wasn't a terrible companion experience to the main Warzone game. Now, if you did happen to spend money on this game in any shape or form, then obviously you're not getting your money back for that. That was honestly kind of stupid of you to spend money on a mobile game in a sense, but to each their own on their decisions and whatnot. But if you do still have COD points on this game, they do transfer over to Call of Duty Mobile, another mobile Call of Duty game that actually is really successful. So honestly, if you haven't played Call of Duty Mobile, then I highly suggest it, especially if you liked Warzone Mobile. Then go give Call of Duty Mobile an actual chance. It has Battle Royale, multiplayer, and zombies. Got the big three. It's basically its own Call of Duty title.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
You know, in a perfect world, we would still have Warzone Mobile still running. Well, not running. It was still getting updates, constant updates, because we still have a few more seasons of Black Ops 6 to go, and eventually we'll get the next Call of Duty title to come out. And this game could have kept going, could have kept supporting all the future Call of Duty titles, and any future updates to Warzone in general could have all come to this game. It's just, I don't know, I guess maybe the dev team of Warzone Mobile just didn't see a purpose in continuing to support this game, because not as many people actually play this game. This probably only has maybe 1,000 or so players per day, which is pretty small, especially for a mobile game that wants to be worldwide in its own way. I will say though, I will actually miss this game. I do, well, not miss the game, I just miss being able to play this game with all the new things that came from Black Ops 6, because this was a good way for me to level up weapons, prestige a few times, even unlock the mastery camos for all these Black Ops 6 weapons here inside of Warzone. Like, honestly, this game is pretty good in its own right. It just didn't have all the support that it needed to make it an actual great game. Now, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Rest in peace, Warzone Mobile. You will, I guess, be missed somehow. And yeah, until next time, peace.